Hey there, guys. Welcome to another action figure review. And today, we're gonna go. Let's go crazy as we take a look at the Marvel Legends Gamerverse series 2-pack of Captain America versus Venom. And of course, the reason I said let's go crazy is because I firmly believe that this 2-pack is meant to represent Marvel versus Capcom, the game. That's a one-in-one shot of like the intro, the splash screen, the intro video right there. This is when they do their like hyper combos, or their combined hyper combos, and they show the half of one character and the other half of the other character. That is my firm belief that each of these packs are meant to represent a game. It's just a theory. I know I'm not the first one to share this, but I honestly do believe that's the case in regards to these 2 packs. And in regards to this 2-pack, this is meant to represent, of course, Marvel versus Capcom. And we're gonna take a good look at these excellent action figures. Ooh, who is that handsome man being reflected right there on that screen? Oh, I know him. That's me. But anyways, we're gonna take a good look. Why did they go for this coloring on the back of the packaging? It's like he is definitely a brighter shade of blue right here, and in the back he's like this. But of course, we're gonna talk about why is Venom blue to begin with. It makes zero sense to me. And let's take a look at the text on the back, and it says the patriotic super soldier Captain America faces off against Venom and his alien symbiote powers. And of course, el super soldado patriota, el Capitán América, se enfrenta a Venom y sus poderes simbiontes alienígenas. Okay. I was gonna say extraterrestre, but all right. I guess that goes. That's a word unto itself as well. And anyways. Standard packaging. Obviously, if you guys saw my review for the Psylocke and Thanos 2-packs, you would see that it perfectly matches that. Matter of fact, you see other character 2-packs: Wolverine and Silver Samurai, War Machine and Omega Red, which I heard is on sale, so I might be looking to pick that one up. But anyways, yeah. So if you've seen that, and you see me gush over the packaging on that, it's no different right here. Love the fact that they have individualized logos on the names. I already said that before. Love the uniformity of it all. Love just the background. Just love pops. Really, very colorful. And yeah, so there's not much else I would say about the packaging other than the fact that I want to open these figures up, and we're gonna do that right now. So let's do that right now. Yeah, you guys got to be careful handling these knives, by the way. You know, you'll end up cutting yourself accidentally. But anyways, let's open this 2-pack. All right, and here we go. Here are the 2 figures, and I'm gonna be honest, the one figure that I really want to review is the Venom, but let's open it up with this Captain America. And just love the mold that they used on him. I'm pretty sure it's not all that different from the 20th anniversary Captain America. Maybe they might have made some slight improvements to the Buck, but overall I think it's just the same body as that one, minus the scales. I think the other one had like the armor scales, but this one's not bad either. I don't know, I think I still like the 20th anniversary a bit more than this one, in all honesty. But this is a very good, this is a very, I don't know if the other one had butterfly joints, or I don't know if I think the range of the butterflies are actually better on this one. You know what? I think this figure is going to start winning me over the more I start messing with its articulation. But overall right now, ooh, the torso. I don't know why, to this day, I don't know why some figures have it, some figures don't have torso articulation right here, you know, side to side torso action. But overall, great on the head sculpt. And you know what? I've seen people pose this guy like the like the Liefeld, like that famous Liefeld cover, or infamous, but and I could see the similarities right there. This is definitely Onslaught era, Heroes Reborn, Captain America. And you know what? On camera, this figure looks a lot better than it does in person. Right here, the coloring. I mean, right here, the colors pop in the camera. It's not as blue as it appears on the camera, if that makes sense. I don't know why it appears a lot bluer on camera. This is a lot more closer to like a. It's blue, but it's not that dark blue. It's a bit more lighter, and yeah, and I think that might happen with the Venom. So just so you guys know. But overall, the accessories, he came with a shield. And it's so weird how Captain America figures, they've made some excellent Captain America figures like the Secret Wars. And that one came with like a broken shield. And I know a lot of people are also gushing over that one, but I really haven't had one in hand. And so I wouldn't know really if I could make that apt comparison. Of course, every Captain America figure is always going to have a peg hole in the back, so you could put the shield on his back. And there you go. Overall, the shield looks great. There's nothing, it's not sculpted, the star is not sculpted on or anything like that. There's nothing fancy to it. It's just very, very flat, very, I don't want to say plain, but it's just very there, you know, it's just there. And I guess it's meant to represent the sprite, because the sprite work overall on the figure is, you know, it's there, but there's nothing like, there's no fancy detailing to it, you know. And yeah, I'm pretty quite happy with the cap. I don't think it's gonna replace that and I keep looking for it to see if I could just really quickly pull them out. I think I might be able to pull them out real quickly, so hold on, guys. I'm not trying to make this review a bit longer, but yeah, so this is, see, so this is the 20th anniversary cap. This is a 20th anniversary cap right here. Is it? I don't think so. You know what? Let me just take a quick look. Oh no, I'm just taking everything apart in the middle of the review. But looks to be it. You know what? It does look to be it. So so I guess this is the cap. Yeah, I don't see any other cap. Yeah, so I guess this is the cap. Okay. So this is the 20th anniversary Captain America, and as you can see, it has like better sculpting, better like line work. It actually has like a sculpted shield right here. And I don't recall the straps. I don't remember it having the straps, but that's a pretty cool added detail. And I don't know, I just really like this 20th anniversary cap a bit more. Obviously this one is a lot more super heroic in proportions. It looks like this guy took his vitamins, whereas this one is a lot more like kind of a realistic depiction of a, you know, of a super soldier. But I don't know, there's just something about this cap that I don't know, I just really like over this guy. This guy fits better in a video game, obviously, but I think in like a classic Avengers display, I think this is the cap that I would still go for overall. He did come with additional accessories. He did come with like this screaming scope, you know, when he gets damaged. And he also came with like 2 thumbs up, you know, like good work, soldier, you know. So yeah, that's all I could say. Great Captain America figure. You know what? Oh yeah, so I don't know. See what I mean? Like, because this guy lacks the butterfly joints. This guy lacks the butterfly joints, which makes me wonder if this is actually the. Yeah, it has to be, because I'm getting confused because I do own another cap, but I think that other cap is the wolf cap, and I don't know for what reason or another. I think this is the wolf cap, but it's not. This is the 20th anniversary. and the wolf cap is a wolf cap, and I can't find them right now. So, but anyways, I don't know. You know, like I think. Oh man, I think the more I. Yeesh. Okay, so this is gonna complicate things because the range of motion on this cap on the Gamerverse is way better than the 20th anniversary. Now that I think about it, I just don't like the sculpting. I just prefer the scales. I want to say that sculpted A, sculpted star, unsculpted star. So, oh wait, no, that it is. Yeah, I'm sorry, it is sculpted. Oh man, but you know what? If you give this guy this shield to him, looks a lot better. I guess they both have their pros and cons. You know, this guy ended up winning me over as soon as I saw that this guy liked butterfly joints, and this guy can't even do the splits that well, and this guy can, and of course he has excellent range of motion. He's able to do way more dynamic poses. So you know what? I was gonna give him a much lower score originally, but I'm gonna give him a 9 out of 10. He actually. Now, am I gonna have him be like my main display cap? I still think this guy is still my main display cap. It just seems a lot more heroic. But for sure, if I were to have a side Marvel vs. Capcom display piece, this guy would be in it. Or if I just want to do action figure shots, I think this guy is gonna be my go-to cap now for action figure shots. So he's probably gonna earn a spot on the main tote, with all the other figures that are usually my favorite figures. He's won that spot. He's earned that spot. And before I go, he also has an excellent shield effect. Now, the shield effect, I think, how is it gonna? So is the shield effect like? Does it just stick on? That is weird. I don't. Does it like snap on somewhere? I'm pretty sure it's supposed to like. Oh, okay. Yeah, it is meant to snap on like from the sides, but it looks like I'm gonna break it. This. Okay. Okay, you're supposed to like, yeah, squeeze it in like that. Squeeze it in, and then it sticks on. Okay. And maybe that's why it wasn't sculpted. Maybe that's why the star isn't sculpted, because you know it's gonna interfere with like the stickiness, or you know, just it's not going to be able to stick as well to the effect piece. So maybe that's the reason why it was more of a flat thing. So the more I'm, you know what, the more I'm actually observing this figure, the more it's like fixing its faults. It's actually quite impressive how it's fixing its faults, because I was ready to give this guy like a 7.5 out of 10, you know, but now as I see it, I think he's gonna he's definitely gonna earn that 9. So 9 out of 10 for this figure. Whereas I thought the Venom was gonna just murk him. Now, I don't know. So here we go. Eddie Brock Venom Blue, and this is the reason why I got the pack. And I'm pretty sure if you ask probably like, I don't know, like if you were to ask 10 people, I'm pretty sure 8 out of those 10 people will tell you they got them for the same reason. This is a sorely wanted Venom. It's very nostalgic. Yes, Venom is supposed to be actually black, not this light blue at all. So this is strictly a video game colored Venom, but not exactly just confined to Capcom games, because for some odd reason the Activision Spider-Man games from the late 90s, early 2000s, as a matter of fact the game was released in 2000, I believe, he was also blue in that game too. So there was obviously something about Venom being blue in the late 90s that people just grafted onto, even though he was made in the late 80s, early 90s, and he was strictly black. The symbiote suit is black. So why did they make this jacket here? On this jacket, he's black. So why did they make Venom blue? And there is no concrete reason, but the assumption is that they wanted his sprite to pop. They and in the case of both Capcom and I believe also like even the 3D platformer Spider-Man games, just him being a black polygon in the 3D Spider-Man games, and him being a black sprite in the 2D Capcom games, it just was not gonna pop. He was just not gonna pop. So they wanted to have him stick out and look very like, the word is toyetic, even though it's for a fighting game, but I guess they wanted him to pop out and be like, they wanted people to select him. They wanted not just fighting game like enthusiasts, they wanted just the average Joe or the average Joe's kid to be able to just go and select this character because, oh, it's Venom and he looks, you know, and I'm like, you think he would just get selected on the basis of being Venom, but that's not the case. They really wanted him to appeal to a mass audience, and making him blue was that effect. And it's just something that stuck, and to this day, I don't know, to this day it's like something that's very fondly remembered, you know, that time that Venom was blue and not black. And this figure, just messing around with the articulation, looks pretty nice. Butterfly joints. I'm so happy that all of these like Marvel vs. Capcom Gamerverse figures are, they went all out on their articulation because they knew, once again, they knew that Jada Toys was on their butts about that. So, and but you could see there's gonna be one big thing that of course torso, of course the abdomen right here, the diaphragm on the abdomen, torso crunch. So he does have really good range of motion here. But guess what? Nothing on the torso. He can't twist and turn. And I don't know why they just keep doing that with these figures. I don't know why. Why is it so hard to just give me a line cut through the waist so I could turn them if I wanted to, you know? And it's like, I mean, I know I could turn them like that, but it's like, come on, man, come on. Give me a cut there. Give me a cut up there. Gives me way more range of motions. And I don't think it breaks the sculpt that much either, you know? I really don't, especially when you already have a line right here regardless. You're gonna have a line right here regardless, so it's like, come on, just cut them up in the middle, man. But of course, butterfly joints, double jointed knees. Another thing I noticed is like, okay, so whereas the cap was pinless, Venom does have pinned legs. That is so weird. Pinned legs on Venom, pinless arms though. It's like the sculpting is all over the place in regards to, and I'm gonna be honest, this is gonna be something that's probably me nitpicking, but I'm like, come on, it's like it's 2025, or by the time this video is released it might be 2026. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna try to get this video out as quick as possible, but it's 2025. And the fact that it's been 5 years since they introduced this concept of pinless, and yet they're still coming out with figures that have pin legs and pin arms, it's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. But other than that, love the sculpting, and he is not this blue. It is a lighter shade of blue. I don't know why my camera is doing this, but he is not this dark of a blue. He is more of a lighter, just slightly lighter, but it's like, because you look at this and you think it's the same color as the Spider-Man shirt, and it's not. It's, the Spider-Man shirt is a bit more of a deeper, like bluer blue, I guess is where I'm looking at. This is more of a different shade of blue. So yeah, so don't think it's this blue. It's just the way the camera. See, maybe the hat helps. The hat definitely helps differentiate like just what kind of a blue it is. But a lot of the head sculpt, definitely inspired by the games. This is when like one of his win poses, like, you know, half of the mask gets released, and man, oh, this, I need to be careful with this. This head sculpt is gorgeous. The full-on face mask head sculpt with the tongue and the green stuff, the slime. Oh man, this is peak. This is peak Venom right here. And of course, he has them open clawed hands, you know, for the ladies, of course. I'm kidding. It's for combat, because that's actually one of his basic attacks. But yeah, man, excellent figure. I really wanted to rate this guy higher than the Captain America, and I don't think that's going to be the case. I think the Captain America is going to end up like getting a higher grade maybe, because I tried pointing out the flaws in the Captain America and it just kept coming back, you know, kind of like Cap. It just kept coming back, asking for more, and kept proving me wrong. And the Venom is like the Venom. I'm trying to make excuses for some of his deficiencies, but come on, the pin legs when he should be pinless, it's kind of unexcusable, you know, at this point. You know, the fact that he still doesn't like. There's like a toe crease, but you could have just done a toe cut at that point. It's like, come on, it's like there's certain things that he came slightly short of. And this 2-pack really shocked me because I thought Venom was just going to kick Cap's ass in that regard. I'm like, I already have a Captain America. I didn't need another one. Guess what? I did need another one. And it makes me wonder how good that Secret Wars is now. That a lot of people are saying that Secret Wars is way superior and all it's missing is an actual good shield. And yeah, so I don't know. I am not looking forward to buying another Captain America if that Secret Wars is like the GOAT of Captain America figures. But yeah, man, this 2-pack Cap proved me wrong, and in the sense that I got it because of the Venom, and yet the Captain America is gonna get a higher score. Like what's going on with that? You know, it's like it's crazy. But still, this is not a knock on Venom. It's still a very excellent figure. If this is going to be your first Cap, definitely get this 2-pack because it's way worth it. If, as a matter of fact, if this is going to be your first of these two figures, this is yeah, get the 2-pack because I think it's still widely available. This ain't a Thanos or Psylocke situation in which, you know, you gotta mortgage some of them. You gotta mortgage some of your other figures in order to be able to afford it. It's like it's still widely available in stores. Go get it. I do think I want to get still some of the other figures in the line. I'm definitely looking into that War Machine Omega Red 2-pack, but that's only if if I could find it at a good price. I'm not trying to pay full retail on that, since, you know, even though it would be my first Omega Red figure, but it would probably be like my third War Machine figure. As for that Silver Samurai Wolverine, I don't know. That's the one that like least appeals to me. Sorry, not sorry. You know. And of course, I want a Shuma Gorath Gargantos. I'm still looking for that. And that Juggernaut figure, I don't know. I say I don't want them, but the more I look at them, it's like, oh, maybe I do need them. You know, especially if it's a vast improvement. You know, it's like, man, I hate to admit it, but this taught me a lesson that, oh man, even something as recent like as this 20th anniversary Cap, it's like it's really passé now, especially what they're doing with like newer figures coming out. It's like, damn, they got us, man. They got us. They're gonna have us. They're gonna keep having us buy these figures over and over and over again, and I fucking hate that because they shouldn't be doing this. They're nickel and diming us. They're raising the prices. They're lowering accessories. Sometimes even lowering the quality on some of these figures, and yet when they get it right, they get it right, and that's the most annoying thing ever. Man, hopefully I convince myself not to get more figures because I should be happy with this. I should be happy with this, and I think that's my diatribe on one of my last reviews, that I was like, I'm happy with what I have. I don't need anything else. I just want to call it quits, end this whole thing, and then they come out with a figure that exceeds my expectations, and I'm like, and it's like I'm back at having an identity crisis. Yeah, it sucks, but overall though, I really enjoyed getting this 2-pack. I bought it at retail. Do not regret buying it at retail. Really wanted the blue Venom. Came for the blue Venom. Stayed for the much more impressive Captain America. 8.5 out of 10. 9 out of 10. That does it for the review, guys. Thanks for sticking around. As always, peace and love. I'll keep churning them out. You keep watching them. Keep leaving feedback, please. I really appreciate it. Other than that, man, until the next one, and I am out.